I'm gonna turn down the audio real quick. Hello everybody, we are back with Love and Deep Space today. My energy is so lackluster, so I'll see how I go. What are we climbing? Oh, there we go. Caleb. We got Caleb here. I'm on energy thing. 10 of those. What's up here? Let's go in here. Try to max all my stamina up. Add everybody. There we go. Nice. Okay, what else? Oh, what's going on the wish thing? Nice. The thing is, I'm gonna skip the. Ooh, what have we got here? What are the cards we've got? Okay, we've obtained quite a bit. I've obtained a lot of Raphael. I need more Raphael. I want. There's not much of Raphael. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 4 more of the Raphael cards we need to climb. Okay, that's good. We've obtained a lot of these. I think we'll just focus on. Oh, we've obtained all of these, haven't we? Yeah, we've gotten all of the normal ones. Just need to get some of these bad boys. Let's go a different coordinate real quick and go 12 and go 8. Right, let's go check that tomorrow. Right, let's have a look. I'm gonna give my girl a quick makeover. Photo studio. I like to give my girl a bit of a makeover before we start any of the story things. Just so she can get in. I like her in that hair. I kind of want to leave her like that today, but I definitely want to go with her classic look. Today was her haircut. There we go. Cute. For our story mode today, we'll just go for her classic look. Oops. Oh, can we actually change her outfit? No. Let's go down here. Infinite. Oh no, I didn't apply her thing, did I? Damn it. Let's try that again. Right, let's try that again. Let's see. Yeah, I forgot I didn't do her hair. Do this again. And there we go. I want to see how this light looks. I got a new ring light. Just want to move that. It's like over there, so I don't know. What happens if I bring that ring light like a ghost. Okay, that's a bit better. I like that. Right, let's get into this thing. I have a ring light in the corner. Look at that little. You can. Oops. Sorry, you can see my mess. I'm gonna move. Gotta try and find. Oh, ignore my mess. Okay, I have a ring light over there. Look at the beauty. It's my ring light. Very cute, very nice. We love the little ring light. Right, let's get back into the depression. I'm gonna do the normal one. We have under Galactic Sunset. Let's do this one. Alright, let's do this one. And then we go back and do under Deepspace. Because we were introduced to Silas originally, actually. While that's downloading. That's long awaited. Was it? I want to do this one again. Because this was kind of fun last time. Was it this one? I can't remember if it was this one.
3 days. We're still unable to achieve even a simple resonance. How disappointing.
What do you want?
There's a cool thing I want to see.
You went through all that trouble to enter the N109 zone. I must fulfill my duty as your host.
Stop! Devour him. He's yours. He's right there before your very eyes.
It's a shame your evil has deteriorated into its current state.
Crocodile tears. My family's deaths. You're behind them, right?
I want to see, because I've given her a usual,
Family.
like, fluffy
The
hair.
people closest to you might be the ones who want to kill you the most.
Shut up! Right now? I just want to kill
think
you
your
myself.
Ego will help you in a fight against me. Your courage is admirable. You're lucky I don't like picking on the weak, kitten.
Ugh, I still don't like him, but I want to see this scene again because it's a really cool, like, inverted thing. I had her hair in a ponytail. I want to see what it looks like.
Didn't you want to take my life,
In
or do your words
Celeste's
just ring hollow?
usual hairstyle.
Kill him. Kill him. Kill.
Oh.
You think I won't do it?
Now, that's much better. Though you do owe me a curtain call grander than death itself.
Oh no. Shoot it.
I-
Shoot it.
Why are you trembling? Has your resolve already begun to falter? You weren't just bluffing, were you?
Of course not. It's just...
Oh. Let's go,
Want some
queen.
help? Yes, no, maybe so.
No.
Also, the scene is so cool. Oh. That's cool. Okay. Her with that hairstyle is low-key kind of cool. Into danger. Actually, I do want to up my settings a little bit. I want to see whether we can go ultra settings because I do want to up the graphics a little bit on this game. Hello, Raphael. Quality. Go high. Right, I want to see what it... I know, I keep going back to this bit. Don't kill me. Let's go back to our main story bit. Okay. I'm being a bit of a pain. I had it on the lower settings, so I want to see what it's like on high. See if we can handle it. With all senses gone, only the abdominal cavity spasms and contrast. It were as if the body had a hole. Water, food, or something else. Oh. Devour it. It's your power. In a pitch black darkness, eerie whispers flood my mind once more. They bubble only to suddenly stop, leaving a cold air to gnaw at my memory. My head hurts.
She won't be sleeping forever, right? She's been unconscious for 1 day. We need to wake her up.
Easy. Just open up the back of her head, drill a hole in her neck, and...
Waking up from a hazy nightmare, I open my eyes. I can still feel the numbers from the gun's recoil in my hand. When I make eye contact with them, the pupils of two young men who look alike instantly contract. They quickly hide their drills and darts up their sleeves. The air freezes for a moment. I sit up. You two.
You're seeing things. I'm the only one here. There is no two.
I collect myself and look around the room. Only old and empty. Is dark and grey. Is dark. A black grey cotton blanket hangs off the bed frame. Returning my attention to the young man, I point at his look-alike standing behind him. Then who's that?
My soul can leave. My body!
Behind him, the young man, lurking in the shadows, immediately sticks out his hand in front of his chest, rolls his eyes and starts shaking.
Are you stunned? Shocked? Boring.
Hi. Before you left Boss's parlor, well, we already met. 4 days ago, to be exact.
We didn't just save you from that ungrateful traitor. We also brought you back to Onikainus' base.
Who's Onikaina? So, you want me to thank you? As my lips slowly regain their strength, I quickly assess the current situation in my mind. I've been locked in a secret room with no light for 3 days, and during the time I was conscious for a few moments, I would catch a glimpse of Silas. The twins are obviously sent by Silas to keep me monitored. While I was mentally prepared for this, finding myself in a direct confrontation with Onikainus was beyond my expectations. I just didn't expect Onikainus' leader to be an unreasonable monster. Hello.
Are you crazy?
You wanted to take my life, and so you've taken it.
Oh, God.
Now what? Have you already figured out how you'll pay me back?
No, you can't die yet.
Why? Are you worried about me? Save that for the day you actually succeed in killing me.
He's scary, bro. The fact he can, like, come back from the dead like that. He's like, you know, shoot me, but it ain't gonna kill me. Troll. Forcing me to resonate with him, then tricking me into thinking I've killed him. He's insane. I wonder if he's keeping me in another location right now. Or maybe he got bored. Even though the Aethercore's other half is in Onikainus' hands, being trapped here puts me in a vulnerable position. I need to leave and gather information.
We know what you're thinking. But after being hunted down in the nest, do you know how many people are out there looking for you?
And even if you escape, you'll only get lost in the chaos of this no man's land.
Wanderers will eat you up. They also won't leave behind any crumbs, so...
Stay here with our boss. Throw away all morality and compassion, and this place will be a paradise.
By the way, who's older? You two are basically identical
Take a
twins.
guess.
Oh gosh, this is Hikaru and Karu all over again. If you guys have watched Oran High School Host Club, you'll get my reference. No. I watched that when I was like a teenager. It's a good show. Bit dated, but good show. Could you come closer so I can get a better look? Maybe it's because my voice sounded so sincere that his lips curled. He saunters over without even a hint of suspicion. When he's within reach, I pull out a laser pointer and hold it against his neck so I can threaten him.
Hey! What are you doing?
Have you heard of the XT7, the Hunters Association's latest weapon? Whether out of recklessness or carelessness or on a kindness in search of my body. It's a high-powered laser that can penetrate your skin and vaporize your blood. The good news is it's quick and painless. The bad news is that you'll lose a lot of blood from your neck. You squeamish. Kieran Kieran falls silent for a moment and then presses the door handle and moves aside. To my surprise, the door opens just like that.
Why are you staring at me? Did I say you weren't allowed to leave?
Oh, so they just let me go like that. This is gonna be a trick, isn't it? Silas is gonna be behind that freaking door. We're never allowed to leave. We're not gonna be allowed to bloody leave, bruh. No way.
Okay, just go straight down the hall and you'll see the exit.
I let go of Luke, still afraid. He rubs his neck and heads over to Kieran's side, but I notice his gaze full of curiosity and desire for the laser pointer in my hand. Do you want it? Here. Not expecting me to be this generous, Luke reaches for it, his surprise.
Really? That's very nice of you to just give away a hunter's secret weapon.
It's a laser pointer.
You...
I flash my own playful smile right back at him. Did I ever say it was the XT7? As the two of them get further and further away, with every step I take, I can hear their whispers behind me.
How far do you think she'll get? 30 meters?
I bet not even 10 steps.
I'll say 5 then.
With Luke and Kieran gone, I take out my hunter's watch, and surprisingly, there's no signal. The corridor before me is completely dark, like a deep, endless tunnel. While I didn't expect them to be kind enough to show me the way out, leaving that room could already be considered progress. There are several small crystal vases on the shelf of the wall. The drooping flowers in them have already withered. The owner probably hasn't been home in a long time. On the other side is a black bird. It's perched on a marble pillar that's half as tall as a human. Its metal wings are tucked in. A crow? Its eyes appear to be made out of rubies. They glow with a lustrous yet haunting hue in the darkness. Its eyes suddenly move, fixing its gaze on me without blinking. It's alive? As I prepare myself to take a closer look, it suddenly spreads its wings and flies towards me. The razor-sharp feathers barely miss the top of my head as it passes through the narrow gap of an open door. To pass through the corridor, I'll have to go there. I hesitate for a moment, then follow the crow. Melodious classical music seeps out from behind the door, making the corridor even more peaceful. A relaxed male voice rings out amongst the graceful song. It's like I'm hearing a monologue behind a curtain.
They constantly play protocols to human hearts, and also implant human consciousness into wanderers. Their little project has a name, the Fountain of the Tape.
You should know I'm not interested in other people's business. And Mephisto said you lied. You're not even telling me everything. It's a shame. You threw away your last chance.
Silas, never mind. I need to escape first.
No, please, forgive me. You can still use me as a tool.
Our deal is over. No. If you'll excuse me, I have to entertain a more important guest.
The pleading voice stops abruptly like a balloon that leaves nothing behind after it explodes from being filled with too much air. The room falls silent for a moment. The music suddenly stops before transitioning into a more gentle song played by string instruments.
Aren't you going to come in?
I knew they were up to no good. Ooh. Everything is beautiful, from the clean white tablecloth to the silverware sparkling under the light, to even the ice bucket with bottles of red wine. The gory scene I envisioned didn't appear inside this clean room. The other voice's owner had vanished without a trace. This feeling again. I'm hungry all of a sudden. Why? Silas picks up the decanter. I keep saying, I know I said Dreamcatcher. Silas picks up the decanter beside me, walks to my side and pours me a glass of wine. Behind me, the shadows press down, their invisible pressure suffocating. I hold onto the chair with one hand to steady myself and grab the knife on the table with the other. Okay, are we getting cutscene? Okay.
This will be useful for defending yourself in the N109 zone.
I'm confused, he's setting us free. Silas coldly chuckles as he places a familiar gun on the table. Are you mocking me?
I'm giving you a way out. Since you can't escape, why don't we make a deal?
Glaring at him, I drink the wine to taunt him. On a Kaiser's modus operandi is buying and selling by force. Too bad I'm not interested. The ice-cold liquid slides down my throat, and soon I feel a burning pain in my stomach. The wine is stronger than I thought. I still can't help but chug one glass after another. Hungry and thirsty, it's as if I'm trying to numb myself with this sensation.
As long as you have desires, there will always be deals to make.
With his crimson eyes full of malice, Silas flashes a hint of a smile. Okay, what frickin' deal have you got, bro? I'm not trusting it, but what deal? His tall figure blocks out the light, blocks out some of the light, and I can see his right eye starting to glow red. This means he's using some kind of power. Then I've been a daze and experienced auditory hallucinations.
So many days have come and gone. You should know your own desires by now.
Confusion, restlessness, this insatiable emptiness. It's a black hole trying to swallow everything.
Only I can give you what you want. And you will agree to my terms.
I don't like it, bro. Creepy. I can't allow myself to be controlled by this person again. I forced myself to stand up, spurred on by the alcohol I drank. What terms? You want me to resonate with you? You know what? Fine. I'll accept this deal. I resonate with you, and you give me the Aether Core from Honor Kindness auction. As I say this, I grab Silas's hand. His fingers are long, and his palm cold. Even touching his hand faintly brings forth a sense of dread.
Release me. You can't do that. Just...
Don't move. I look at him, trying to use my remaining sobriety to find a hint of emotion, anything on his face. For a moment, a complex, incomprehensible struggle appears in his gaze. What could be the source of that? Where does the power in his right eye come from? Why does it feel so familiar to me? Is it related to the Aether Core? Time passes ever so slowly, and just like these past few days, nothing happens. Why is it? Murmuring to myself, I refuse to give up. I grab his hand and hold it like I'm squeezing a pump. The invisible pressure becomes stronger and stronger. The influence of alcohol gradually subsides, and I realize I made a very dangerous move. I awkwardly straighten my posture and quietly try to pull back my hand, yet he grasps it more tightly.
Maybe I've been too nice to you.
Oh no. My fingers are firmly clasped. I couldn't move them at all. You, let go. Even if you keep holding onto me like this, I can't resonate with you. It's not something I can do on a whim.
After all that arrogance, it seems like you can't even control your own evil.
At the very least, it doesn't want to be activated in front of you. Silas stares at our interlocked hands blankly for a long time, and finally he slowly lets go. I rub my wrists as I take a few steps back. My breathing and heartbeat gradually return to normal. We were at a standstill, then, with a thoughtful expression, he leaned back in his chair and looks at me.
Just as I thought. You're too weak.
Where does he get all this confidence from to make such a conclusion? Is everyone in the N109 zone this weird? Silas pinches the area between his brow, then wraps his knuckles on
Eat
the
as much
table.
as you want.
He says those words like he's giving out an order that won't be questioned. What are you? The word insane is on the tip of my tongue, but I force myself to stop talking. I turned to look at the long, seemingly endless table behind me. It's filled with countless exquisite dishes, the lavishness almost dizzying.
I'll give you 10 minutes. After you're done, come find me outside the base's entrance. You better hope our deal is successful. Otherwise, consider this your last meal.
Bro is way too daring. Bro, he's like, yeah, I'll give him that, he's threatening. I'll give him that, he's got a lot of confidence to be threatening. He's just too cocky. He's way too cocky. Oh, who's this?
Besides making candy, have you planned any other special activities for Azure's Echo Day?
Hold on, making candy isn't special. It's quite ordinary, actually. It's just... It's probably just seems novel to you. Did you study the book I saw?
You mean 100 Ways to Create Holiday Sweetness, kitten? I finished it. My conclusion is that making candy can't be harder than making guns.
Wait, really? But it was a thick
If you
book.
don't believe me, you can ask Mephisto to verify.
Perfect. I'll have Mephisto check your homework later, and while you're at it, look for evidence that you received another gift.
Gift? You mean that piece of fabric with embroidered crows of various sizes and a sparkly bird's nest?
What do you mean piece of fabric? Its proper term is apron. Have you tried it on? What do you think?
The craftsmanship is precise and the quality is good, but your taste remains consistent as ever.
Bro, stop.
Mephisto loves it. He's claimed it as his exclusive birdcage cover.
Mephisto is his freaking bird. I made it just for you.
It seems more like you had an ulterior motive, kitten.
I don't like that it calls a girl kitten. I'm sorry, that nickname just gives me Discord mod vibes. I can't take that nickname seriously. I know it's meant to be cute, but whenever somebody like says kitten in that sort of way, I'm like, oh, it's like no. Makes me cringe. I don't like cute nicknames, but that one makes me cringe a lot in that context. Of course not. I'm worried your usual intimidating aura will make the candy maker instructors quit on
Wouldn't
the
it
spot.
be better if no one interrupted us? Don't worry. I already mastered the 100 ways to create holiday sweetness.
Just so you know, I have very high standards when it comes to candy.
Sure. I look forward to your evaluation of my progress.
Then let me tell you about another tradition. When giving candy, you're supposed to have certain expressions. You know what I mean, right?
What kind of expressions? Try my candy?
You didn't finish reading the book. The last chapter has tidbits of important information.
I didn't think I'd have to deal with this challenge after spending one whole night studying convoluted syrup ratios. Here's a unique sweetness for a unique you. Is that what you want to hear, kitten? If you accept my words and candy, I'll see it as you agreeing to spend next year's Azure's Echo Day with me.
Have we actually unlocked Silas? Hey yo. No. Yeah, I was wondering. I'm like, no, we haven't unlocked Silas yet. That's in the 8th chapter of this. I think I'm gonna do it to chapter 8, and then we're gonna go back and do the previous story one.
I must have been really drunk to make a deal with this monster. Are we going to experience the sights and sounds of the N109 zone?
Do you have 9 lives? Curiosity killed the cat.
Why does he
Then I shouldn't go.
She's so sad. Oh,
You like to bargain, don't you? But you're not yet qualified.
Look, are there no speed limits in the uncriminalized zone?
she's like, what?
I still don't know where the auction will take place.
If you want to stay out of trouble, behave yourself inside.
And if I refuse? It hurts!
You'll hurt even more.
Who is it? If you want to order something, bring your own protocol. I won't accept anything that isn't high grade.
Mr. Silas, you don't usually do surprise visits. I got you a guinea pig. It's time for your evol linkage alteration project to have a living test subject.
Wait. You wanna alter me? You bastard.
In that case, let me take a look first.
I don't like this. I don't know if I like this.
Sir, you're not actually going to alter me, right? I'm just a normal evolver.
Trying to bargain with me is pointless. No one can change Silas's mind.
You have the Resonance Evil?
Did they do anything while I was gone?
Nothing too dramatic, just 2 explosions. One in the northern suburbs and one in the Bloomshore district.
Bloomshire District. This is related to Grandma.
They just made a bunch of shoddy products. I overestimated them.
And after doing those shameless things and making a mess, then they want you to be their scapegoat.
What are you talking about? Someone else made those 2 explosions
Wait,
happen?
it wasn't Silas?
Oh dear, you look disappointed.
Wait, it was not Silas. Then who?
Instead of searching for the truth, you'd rather swallow a lie that makes you feel better.
No, then who the hell was it?
I'm afraid she's not a suitable recipient. Her evol linkage is completely normal. Only the strength's been suppressed.
Did someone put in a suppressor?
I don't think it's physical.
It's not my fault. I can resonate just fine with others.
And that thing I asked you to alter, how's that?
It was difficult, but the maximum energy burst value has been increased tenfold.
That's the little thing?
Are you really going to use it?
She's suppressed, right? She just needs a little stimulation then.
You nasty. Right, he's like, yep, you can go fight this thing. Bruh, you nasty. You evil. It's like, nah. Suppressed, yee. If she died, no problem. So, I thought it was him. Because the way it made it sound is like, oh yeah, I killed your family, so.
Are you scared? You should step back.
Damn it, I can't resonate.
It's not too late to back out now. Look out.
This was quite easy.
Let's settle this in one approach.
Leaving this one alone.
Silas,
It can't escape. my spot.
So, who did all the things with the club that actually, like,
Let's settle this in one
association?
fell swoop.
Obviously.
It's time to meet your mate. You put up a good fight.
Because Silas said all that stuff about, like, oh, her family is trying to betray her or whatever the frick. So I honestly thought it would have been Silas there that set off that, or he ordered those bombs to get set off. Those bombs to get done. Hey. Because I am. This story has added more.
Alter her energy linkage now. Make it as strong as possible.
This isn't what we agreed to.
Relax. You can handle it.
Mr. Silas, I think there's another reason why she can't resonate. You see, her evol is special. It utilizes the waves generated by the human brain's magnetic field. Maybe her brain's magnetic field produces repulsive waves against you. That's why she can't resonate with you.
Get to the point.
To make a long story short, on a subconscious level, she's either rejecting you, scared of you, or, disgusted by you.
Bro's like, ugh,
Even if she undergoes alteration, you won't be able to resonate with her so long as she's still hostile toward you.
Oh, it's 100% like a Beauty and the Beast situation.
And Mr. Silas, if the alteration fails, she will be completely ruined. We need to
Now that
address
we
the
know
cause
that
first.
he may have not blown up her family, it's a little more
Which
positive.
means
A little.
there's something wrong with her.
The fact he's being so forceful is not
By the way,
what I'm like.
I have an evol stabilizer in the storage cabinet. I'll make her use it.
And I think he has some serious anger issues. On the best side, this guy needs serious therapy. On the worst side, yikes. Perhaps worried that his intentions would get caught in a crossfire, he quickly takes me to a room on the second floor.
Right now, you need to stay calm, miss.
He bends down and pulls out a dusty electronic device underneath
The
cabinet.
N109 zone is a chaotic place, and you have a part of an ether core. Accompanying him is the safest option.
You know him carrying an ether core? A burst of red light appears and scans my whole body. Several windows pop up on an old-fashioned display screen which shows the data is being analyzed.
I recognize that protocurve. Monitoring ether cores used to be my job.
A guess pops into my mind. I look again at the dusty electronic device. Just as I thought, there's an inscriptious mark in the corner. I saw it among the files that Grandma left not too long ago.
The N109 zone is a mess right now. An outsider like you who's unfamiliar with the details can easily lose her life. Sticking with Silas might not be a bad idea. Better to be with him compared to some other people.
Silas is a heartless man. He may only want to alter me right now. He may only want to alter me right now, but he's going to get me killed eventually. Exacerbated, the shopkeeper shakes his head.
You're just not used to the darkness yet. There are predators lurking in these depths that you haven't seen.
Some people are even scarier than him.
You say Silas is heartless, but sometimes those with hearts are even crueler than those without.
I hate to say it, but he does have a point. Like Xavier said, the N109 zone is very divided. Each faction only recognizes its own allies. Fighting alone is obviously not a good idea in a place like this, but if I really have to stay close to Silas? The shopkeeper's concern seems to be genuine. After weighing my options, I nod and flash a reassuring smile. I understand what you mean. I'll give it some thought. Beep, the lines on the screen rise and fall, showing two intertwined curves.
Alright. There's nothing wrong with your evil. The energy of the ether core inside you is also stable. Have you figured out what you'll do next?
The ether core's other half is one of the items at the auction. Naturally, I don't assume I can get it by myself. The only advantage I have is having parts of an aether core in my heart, which, since I can resonate with the energy, I should be able to sense its location. The real problem is figuring out how to escape from the predators lurking in these depths after I obtain it. The M109 zone is currently a mess, and there are enemies no matter where I go. If I have to work with someone, the strongest person here would be the best option. Maybe I should actually make a deal with Silas. Upon realizing this, my next step becomes clear. I get up and say goodbye to the shopkeeper, and when I spot that familiar mark, I look back at his dark, weary expression. Were you acquainted with my grandma? I'm gonna have a look, see if my audio's good. Yeah. He just waves his hand, gesturing.
Well, if all goes well for you and whatever happens, then I can say I've repaid Miss Josephine's kindness.
Oh, is that the grandma's name? Up until now, I'd always thought that Honor Kindness was hunting down researchers who worked on aether cores before, but that shopkeeper who seems to have a strong connection to Grandma is seeking Silas's protection. Maybe there are other secrets. I think deeply about what the shopkeeper said, lost in thought, but when I go downstairs, the workshop is empty. Silas? I open the door. The door's curtains, which were closed before, are now rolled up, and after I leave the workshop, Silas's motorcycle is nowhere to be seen. Did he abandon her? What? Did he just ditch me? Silas? The only response I get is a faint thud from the unlit alley next to the workshop. It's probably trash that fell on the ground. Just when I was thinking about whether or not I should work with him, he disappears on me. And you're on your own. Go back inside, please, girl. There are only piles of scraps in the empty streets. I look around, my heart pounding. Please don't wander off on your own, girlie. Maybe after confirming he couldn't resonate with me, he finally lost his patience and interest. That guy's brat anyway, would not be surprised. I'm sorry, Silas fangirlies. He's just not to my taste at all. I'm sorry. I'm not into like super bad boy characters like this, really. I am a goofy Raphael girly. The dramatic boy. And the soft being that is Xavier. I am not... Silas is cool. I'll give him that. He's very cool, very confident. Love that. But I don't know. I am liking the Beauty and the Beast vibes. I do love enemies to lovers, but... so be it. At least I can freely move around now. I think the only kind of villain type of ones I have is like anti-hero. They borderline quite well, being like Loki and Bucky from MCU. Love them. And also I don't think I know...
Would you like to buy a flower, miss?
No, don't buy the... Celeste, if you buy the fucking flower. No. A clear voice resounds. I turn and see a little girl behind me. She wears She appears to be 8 or 9 years old. That kid is probably gonna kill you. Thank
Would you like a gun, bullets, or a protocore then?
I was
have them all.
kidding. I don't need those either, but it might be a good idea to chat with the locals and get information. You're such a dumbass. This child is selling you guns. Run back inside. I kneel down to the eye level and tap her basket. You know where I could buy some intel, sweetie?
That's easy. Follow me.
I feel so bad for this little girl. Two sets of footsteps echo across the empty street. Meanwhile, the sound of flapping wings can be heard in the distance. I look at the sky. I see nothing except dark clouds that obscure the moonlight. Well, rip Celeste. She's gonna die. A crow perches on the street light that's been dilapidated for years. The red glow in its eyes flicker as it breathes. A few blood-stained tufts of grey fur peek out from under its metal claws. It's Fisto. It quietly observed the two girls, one tall and one short, as they head into another filthy street. It tilts its head and thinks for a moment. Then quickly drops its dead prey and silently spreads its wings to follow them. Lying under the streetlight are 7 or 8 fat rats, all gutted. Mixed with their flesh and blood are broken pieces of monitoring equipment. Okay, so we just ran off with random people in the dangerous N109 zone, and we don't know what's gonna happen next. Yay! We have the boy! We have the boy! Yes! Right, we will do... We're gonna do all this. Let's do our little game. I think this is with Raphael? Yeah.
Raphael?
You're awake?
We're going a bit back in time here, guys.
Are you alright? In the ocean, I thought you...
The line between being kind and being dumb is very thin. A small smart fish swims away while it still can when the big fish are hunting.
You're the idiot. The whirlpool was obviously a death trap, but you just swam right into it. Anyway, thanks. You were the one who pulled me out of the water, right? I thought I heard your voice before I blacked out.
That's just my random act of kindness for the day. So, how long do you think this malicious creature will keep an eye on us?
It's the kitten from before. Now that the Wanderer's gone, it should be safe. It'll be cold tonight. It wants a warm place to sleep. What a cutie pie.
It's moving. Get it away from me.
Well, duh. A cat isn't a log. Come on, pet it. It won't bite.
You. Your flattery means nothing to me. I don't accept you. If you need to thank someone, thank the silly girl. She's the reason you're even getting a crumb of my attention. It licked me. No.
So dramatic.
A monster touched me. My hand. It's over. I can't hold a paintbrush now. Not like this.
It's acting like he's dying.
So, is there a reason why you don't like cats?
Why should I? I dislike them because I do.
Yeah, no.
For humans, it's game over as soon as a cat nuzzles them.
Oh, because he's
Raphael,
like a fish.
that means it trusts you and feels grateful.
Because he's a fish.
Well, animals that are fond of humans usually have a tragic end. One moment you're cute and cuddly, the next they toss you aside. You're forgotten, left behind.
Look, it's saying not all humans are like that.
And you? Wasn't there something important you forgot about?
Are you talking about the coral stones?
You're good at remembering trivial things. We'll have more opportunities to get as many of those as we want. Today, we got lucky.
Isn't that the protocore from the Deluged Wormlord? I didn't think you'd be able to find it.
I see that twinkle in your eyes, you know. But this protocore is mine. Here's payment for your services.
You actually remembered. The nest.
Aww.
Is this the place we can gather intel from?
Don't believe me? Well, real intel is always hidden in the most inconspicuous places. The crazier it seems, the more likely it's true.
You must be a regular there. What did you need back in the day? Mummy bandages?
With a bit of work, you can get nice poisonous sap. But for a hunter such as yourself, you're better off wearing a disguise before going in.
Like what?
Like, at least stop flashing your hunter's watch around. Also, it wouldn't hurt to pick up some of the local lingo.
I'll proceed with caution.
It's okay. I'm a generous employer. Since I hired you as my bodyguard, I'll cover for you when it matters. But I must warn you. In places like the Nest, you have to pay a very high price for obscure information, especially for stuff involving mysterious protocores. Ah, we're saved. Let's call it a day, yeah? I hope you can find the right path, Miss Bodyguard.
Right, let's go on to the next one. Oh, there we go. The warm night breeze freezes from the sea and carries with it shining sand of White Sand Bay. It seeps past the skyscrapers, eventually disappearing into an alley even the moonlight won't touch. At the end of the alley, electronic waste hidden from Lincoln's daylight, no different from rubble. Erratic currents meander in the air and capture the wisp of a signal.
The fleet will return from the Deepspace tunnel tonight. A recently discovered planet, Alpha PO159, is confirmed to be dead by the DAA.
They say you're connected to Isaiah's death. I never believed them. You would never attack your own comrades.
What
As
about
you
with
can see,
Xavier?
I'm a monster now. You don't want to end up like me, right? But sooner or later, you'll be walking down this path as well. Only she can save us. You, of all people, should know. That thing is with her. I've seen...
A gleaming blade rests against the man's throat. He stops talking immediately. He doesn't even dare to swallow.
Until that day comes, no one should even think about getting close to her. The same goes for me.
You're still stubborn, huh? What's the point?
I don't need to explain myself to traitors.
That's how you're describing us? Have you forgotten about your home? Our home?
Oh, okay.
Xavier, you're the traitor.
Interesting. We're getting some deeper lore here. On the edge of darkness, a blinding light culminates into a muffled grunt as flesh is stabbed. The collapsed figure transforms into specks of light. Soon corroded by black particles, they dissolve into the cracks of the road. Clank. He packs up the items and steps out of the alley, his feet crushing the messy reflections of neon light scattered on the dirty water's surface. Cleanup isn't necessary, no one would notice there being one less person of their kind. Besides, the city is riddled with filth. Yeah, I'll read it that way. Oh yeah.
Without a doubt, Alpha P0159 Stere energy has been depleted. What we're seeing is a faint glimmer emitted from the farthest reaches of the universe, an echo from 300 million years ago.
A young man tosses something over to the bartender behind the counter and plops onto a corner seat. A loose, woolly hat keeps his face covered in the shadows.
Since when was the Nest interested in astronomy?
How am I supposed to know? Blame the Deepspace tunnel. We've never been this close to the cosmos before.
The bartender looks down, sees a damaged protocol. He uses a bar towel to wipe off the crimson smear lingering on it.
You always take bounties but never accept the rewards. I wonder if you have a grudge against me.
Isn't gathering personal information your specialty? Besides, it's possible that I'm on your bounty list too.
Tomorrow night, it'll be hunting day again. Will you join in on the fun?
Someone deliberately stirred up some trouble in the Nest today, but he doesn't have the patience for it.
Not interested. Where is it?
The bartender shrugs. He reaches under the counter and pulls out a dark-colored envelope. Sliding it over, he leans in.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Pay attention to wandering eyes.
He's been doing that since the beginning. There are 3 pairs. It's likely his actions in the alley caught their attention. After all, birds of a feather flock together. If he makes his move here, he'll have another bounty on his head. He needs to be more careful in Lincoln from now on. Traces of light begin to coalesce into a long sword in his right hand.
It's right over there. I wish you the best of luck, miss.
Thought I heard something. Never mind. Thanks. Inside the dimly lit bar, every face is indistinguishable. They are beasts lurking in the dark. Only an open door allows bright light to spill in. From that single beam of light, the silhouette of a girl emerges. It's unexpected, subtle. The animals are growing restless. He pauses for a moment, pulls his hat down. The light sword in his hand quickly dissipates. He stands up and heads straight for her. As their eyes meet, he sees surprise flicker in her gaze.
Follow me.
We're getting a little bit of a side Xavier story here. This one is like the longest one, I think. In Azure Square, the carnival is holding a space-themed event. A hologram has been used to construct a castle-shaped fountain. In the middle of the plaza is a towering circular screen. The newscaster enthusiastically discusses information the Deepspace Aviation Administration brought back. There are traces of organisms that once lived on You didn't ask me to follow you so we could appreciate the fountain, right? There's more to it. I'm sitting on a bench by the fountain, my gaze fixed on Xavier. He's lost in thought. Did something happen in the nest?
Not yet. When I saw you, I just asked you to follow me without thinking.
Not yet means something did happen. I glanced at the bustling crowd. I still feel uneasy, but even with potential threats following close behind, they wouldn't strike out in the open.
So you're really going to the N109 zone?
In that moment, Xavier takes off his woolly hat and changes the subject. He doesn't ask about how I knew of the nest, like how I have no interest in asking about why he was there in the first place. After spending some time together, it seems we've come to understand each other. Yeah, I was about to start the next part of my plan until you swooped in to whisk me away.
I'm sorry, but for places like the N109 zone, there's always a way in. You just need to look. Surviving, or escaping for that matter, is the real challenge.
You're right, but honestly, I haven't found the time to think about my escape plan yet. Getting the Aether Core and figuring out what to do with it, that's the biggest challenge I'm facing right now.
The Protocore auction.
When a ton of Anakinda's protocols destroyed by Lumiere, why are they holding an auction?
It's to deal with their partners.
So their business transaction was ruined.
Yeah. If Anakinda's does nothing, those partners won't let them off so easy. That's why they're selling a high-grade protocore at the auction. It will go to the highest bidder.
The Aether Core, huh? I raise my head. Before I can get some answers, I notice a patrol robot hovering behind Xavier. Its eyes rotate. Its rotating eyes are locked onto us. The faint red beacon flickers our way. Xavier, behind...
Don't look at it.
There is... Is there one behind me? Xavier stretches the woolly cap in his hand and puts it on my head. Is a disguise really going to work? He rests his cheek on his hand and scrutinizes my appearance. Then a hand reaches out and to pull down the hat. Suddenly I'm plunged into darkness.
This will do.
Hey! I take the hat off, annoyed at his calm demeanor. I don't sense any metaflux, so I doubt we're dealing with lumivores or this time. The people trying to capture you finally decided to show up, huh? I always wondered why I find myself in the same situation whenever I run into Xavier. If it's not a coincidence, then there's a threat lurking around him. I'm always with you when you're trying to start something. Even if you want to play dumb, it's too late. Xavier says nothing. Instead, he turns to look at the sprawling network passing the Azure Square. Flying above everyone, the patrol robots, their eyes whirling, stop moving. Their focus shifts to the fountain.
I need to borrow it.
Borrow what? A ball of light appears in his palm. It dances around my right hand, is flickering. I hope it's not a joke. I sigh. I place my hand over its heart. The wave caused by the resonance evil ripple from my fingers. The fountain bursts into a shower of dazzling light. Countless tiny droplets scattering. The spectacle reminds me of fireworks as vibrant as an oil painting. Why did you... What I see next stuns me. A sharp light concealed within the water spray, and fireworks pierces through a dozen hovering patrol robots. They tremble mechanically for a moment before plummeting silently into the bushes, one after another.
Now they won't be able to find us.
He lets go of my hand, kicks a fallen robot aside, and lets it roll into the
Let's
nearby
go.
pool.
Or would you like to stay here for a bit?
The flickering light makes it difficult to see his expression. Shaking my head, I grab his wrist. Ooh. Again, I don't know who to ship Celeste with. It's always between Xavier and Raphael for me. Like, as in like sort of a personal story-wise, not which one is my favourite bit. Sorry if you hear Borkin, that's my doggy.
Will I get what I want this time? This one might be It's time.
Here we go. Xavier,
I'm here.
I'm okay. Let's take it down first. Light, shine down upon you.
Here I come.
Bring it on.
Watch out.
Go back to the pit you came from.
Be careful not to get hit. It's time.
Here we
The enemies are weak. Now's our chance. Keep up the momentum. Watch out. It's getting back up. Don't get too close. You'll hurt yourself. Time to get serious.
Xavier! Careless.
It's time.
Here we go.
Can you keep up?
I didn't even sweat. I'll show you.
Watch out. Let's move.
I won't lose to you. Xavier,
I'm here. End it. Don't get too close. You'll hurt yourself.
well done, partner.
There we go. Philo, let's look this. The locals have already forgotten when Philo, a flower shop, first appeared on a street corner. Tiny blue starlight flowers cascade from the third floor balcony and enveloped nearby buildings. The owner seems to have mysterious friends on nights with little moonlight. One can often see starlights surrounding the backyard like fireflies. At midnight, Jeremiah locks the front gate. He carries a withered laurel. He enters the backyard and with some effort squeezes past the glass door of a greenhouse. Out of nowhere, a beam of light bursts through the door behind him, landing next to a cluster of sea lavenders.
Xavier, you nearly scared me to death. Didn't you promise to use the door like a normal person?
As soon as the words leave his lips, a girl peeks out from behind Xavier. She has an apologetic look on her face.
What in the...
He sees the other person's face and he freezes like a wind-up doll whose batteries just died. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Florist Jeremiah looks to be around Xavier's age. When he saw me, he only showed two emotions, surprise and bewilderment. Xavier, your friend is freaking out. Holding a small spray bottle, Xavier waters the dying Laurel.
He's not young anymore, so he's a bit slow on the uptake now.
Ah, long time no... I mean, welcome to Philo. Right, Xavier mentioned you before. You're colleagues, I'm pretty sure. It's a pleasure to meet you.
The awkward greeting ends under Xavier's watchful gaze. Jeremiah looks at the glass wall. It flickers briefly, then returns to normal.
Now that we're out of sight, you can talk. Did something happen in the no-hunt zone?
With how he casually brings up the no-hunt zone, his expression and face, it shows he's not just a florist. Xavier shakes his head.
Are there any unused identities left in the vault? She needs to get into the N109 zone, but lacks a disguise.
Wait, you're actually going to help me?
Didn't you say you still need to think of an escape plan? Laws don't exist in the N109 zone, but knowing the right people can come in handy. If your reputation is good enough, even the ones who want to mess with you will think twice.
Ah, I got it now.
The glass flickers again and becomes a scream of dazzling array of identities appear on it.
Got anything in mind? I can customize it to suit your needs.
I pause and give Xavier a puzzled look, but all he does is touch his temple, remaining silent as he continues to water the Laurel. Let me think. Surviving the N109 zone isn't enough. What I truly need is in the auction, so I need to be someone who can negotiate with honor, kindness, and when I talk, I don't end up revealing my identity.
Do you have one known for being disgustingly rich?
As the rapid clicking of a keyboard fills the room, images gradually come to life on the screen. A young woman, perfectly dressed, is about to steep into a dark limousine. Men in suits are by her side, along with a group of fully armed guards. She wears an intricately designed veil beneath it, her face, my face.
Heiress from the Grand Duchy of Guarans. Born with a diamond spoon, your wealth rivals that of nations. What do you think?
Isn't it a bit too much? Jeremiah nods once again and gets back to work. The woman on screen now wears a black outfit. Everyone else follows suit. Their previous attire now sleek, black, formal, wear with sunglasses.
Heiress to a mysterious crime syndicate. Last name is, well, we should just use yours to keep your story straight. I'll create a comprehensive profile and put it up on the dark web. I can make it convincing enough to the point where even professionals will have a hard time distinguishing fact from fiction.
Do I really need to be that?
It won't work if it's not intimidating enough.
Jeremiah's gaze fits between the screen and me.
Clothes maketh the man. I just need to find an outfit that matches your status.
Spray bottles that's been aimed at the Laurel quickly moves and sprays the gesturing hands to estimate my clothing size.
She can do it herself.
Sorry, I'm not doing much talking today, guys. I've been hit with tiredness. Hey. Once everything's done, Jeremiah leaves the greenhouse to begin his deception. The breaking dawn meets the chirping birds as they reverberate atop the greenhouse. I turn my head to look at Xavier.
What's wrong?
You bringing me here isn't a spur-of-the-moment decision. You knew for a while that I'd be going to the N109 zone. You already had a plan to help me sneak in, right? Did you meet a friend who knows how to make fake identities? He's also very cooperative. And since you helped me, that means I could have helped you. It's funny, the more a person talks about something, the more real it seems. An idea starts to form in the back of my mind. I stare at him, searching for clues from his expression.
I'm just a normal Deepspace hunter.
Just a hunter. I walk up to Xavier with a small spray bottle from his hand and hold it up to his forehead like I'm aiming a gun at point blank range. I know we aren't exactly close, but can you repeat what you just said? You're not looking me in the eye.
You're too close.
He gently touches my forehead to push me away.
Also, you're not scary. At least not scary enough.
What do you mean?
You're being very polite. You won't be able to take control of the situation. Anyone who's made a name for themselves in the N109 zone can't be a pushover.
He gets up from his chair. I find myself stepping back and leaning against the edge of the table.
As the next leader of a crime syndicate, you should at least act tough. Don't let anyone easily spot your weaknesses. Otherwise, you might end up as a lamb at an auction, swarming with wolves. You'll be killed in the blink of an eye.
A sharp blade of grass pokes my chin.
The arrogant ones always like to look down on people.
I can't help but chuckle. I lift my head in response. And?
Your shoulders are stiff. Being too awkward will only make you look suspicious. Relax. But try to maintain a facade of arrogance.
Got it. Anything else?
Don't say thank you, and don't apologize. The last thing you want is hesitation or doubt in your voice. Remember, you're always right.
What if someone tries to challenge me? Or what if they doubt me?
Return the favor.
Like this? I push Xavier's shoulder and he only takes a step back. I move closer, maintaining eye contact with my chin. By the way, my neck is starting to hurt because of how you're standing. Can you adjust your position?
Are you mixing personal feelings with business?
Of course not. As you said, whatever I do is correct.
All right.
Xavier sits back down, but he tightly grips my waist. Oh my gosh, why am I getting another spammer? 1 minute, guys. Just gotta... okay. There we go. Thank you. We're getting back into the spicy. Down, grabs my wrist and pulls.
One more thing. It's very important. Don't provoke people who have yet to show you their hand.
The atmosphere becomes heavy. My gut is telling me that I'm in danger, yet the only thing I do is look into his eyes. He's seated, yet at this moment the people standing isn't necessarily the ones who has the upper hand.
I'm done. Do you think this is enough?
It's Fred walks in, his gaze seeps over us, not even lingering for a second, then he quickly turns around and leaves.
Whoops, sorry. I entered the wrong room.
Come back.
Spicy. That was quite sweet. And we got a little bit of a flirty moment, maybe?
Here's the family crest. Pretty cool, right? Wear it, and anyone who's in the know will see you're important.
It also means whoever approaches you isn't a random person wanting to have a chat. Be careful.
I studied the crest in my hand while intricately designed there's an antique charm to it, showing that it's the handiwork of a crime syndicate. The fact Jeremiah could produce this in such a short amount of time, he's more than meets the eye.
And here's the stuff that can make your fake identity more convincing. I hope you won't need to use them.
Jeremiah hands me another box. Thank you.
You don't need to be so formal. I never thought I'd actually be able to help you. It's so...
The intensity and sincerity is touching. Even though I've only known him for a few hours, my curiosity only grows. Silently, Xavier pushes himself between Jeremiah and me.
As you can see, he's very friendly.
I look at everything in my hands again. The sun is about to rise. I should get going. Shall we head back home, neighbor?
I have plans today.
I nod. I'll be on my way then.
Wait.
I hold my breath and soon feel faint. A prickling sensation from my earlobe and a gentle jab that's gone in an instant.
It's a secret transmitter. Even if you're somewhere in the N109 zone with no signal, we can still track your location.
I touch my ear and don't find a trace of it. A tiny capsule is placed into my hand.
An inhibitor. Take it before you meet up with anyone. You'll be temporarily immune to 98.7% of neurotoxins. And here.
He slips a very thin hairpin-like item into my sleeve. I raise my arm and squint before I see a needle with a liquid inside. What is this?
Self-defense. It's not too strong. Just enough to take down an elephant.
Huh?
If you ever run into danger, don't hesitate.
Do you have a magic pocket or something? Where did all this stuff... My vision is overwhelmed by a blush purple hue. Look, more things needed. Is this also a secret weapon?
It's flowers.
Of course I know it's... But why are you giving it to me?
Do I need a reason?
He lowers his head. He appears to be actually thinking.
They just happen to blossom. So, I sincerely hope you'll accept them.
Oh, that's sweet. I do kind of ship them. That's cute. The girl's figure fades into the dawn. The lights in the greenhouse dim, like a fire on the verge of being extinguished.
It's flawed.
So, were you able to stay calm when you saw her for the first time? We're just letting her go into the N109 zone? Are you okay with that?
It will be safer compared to Lincoln City in a few days.
And we can use that time to take care of the stuff lurking in the shadows. But I need to ask, Do you really not care about our non-intervention principle anymore?
Some already stopped caring about it.
Otherwise, the explosion at her home wouldn't have happened, and the truth that's been hidden for so many years wouldn't have started to emerge.
Do you know how long we've been here? All those faces in the backtrackers, I can't remember them. Don't you have the feeling that people's memories of us are also becoming fuzzier? Especially in recent years. I agree that sticking to the non-intervention principle is pointless. Especially for us whose presence here was always a mistake. And mistakes are bound to be corrected sooner or later. Maybe we're slowly being erased as we speak.
Is he talking about memories, like other people's memories and that? Because that's sad. True, but sad. Just like a planet that strayed away from orbit, only to be ripped apart by gravity.
How's Trace back too?
It can send out simple signals, but the positioning system still needs some work. Is there really someone on the other side of the deep space tunnel who can respond to us?
You will return in one piece. I'll make sure of it.
Having Evol doesn't make you invincible. And this isn't Phylos. And we, you know, aren't truly immortal. Our kind, I mean.
What do you mean, your kind? Oh, if he's talking about humans, then yes. Not every planet in the deep space shines, or rather, they don't shine forever. Piercing through a veil of light, dying celestial bodies are nothing more than skeletal, ashen rock with ring-shaped mountains. Cosmic dust coincides into asteroids with their surfaces adorned with algae that couldn't be considered a form of life, a sign of life. A faint glimmer of light gradually emerges in the distance and spreads out from the horizon. The morning light manifests on one side, and on the other is the beginning of a misty night. Hey, I think we've got another battle. I forget Celeste has such a cute little plump face. Stop.
A flame within a painting burns forever. Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
Retreat for now. We'll beat it up later. Be careful. Does it hurt?
Yes, it's nothing.
It's almost over. Don't let her get away. Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
Here's our chance.
I need you.
That's your wish. Did you spot his weakness? Pathetic. I was just warming up.
You won't escape.
Stay alert. Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
Here's our chance.
I need you.
That's your wish. You were too close to him. Dodging is also an art. My fleeting inspiration.
Let's seize this chance.
You're good.
Raphael,
Yeah, I hear you.
good job. You won't escape.
Ouch, my hands. Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
Why are you so far away? Hey, watch your step.
I need you.
That's your wish. Stay alert.
I'll show you. My turn.
You're good. Inspiration is raring to go.
I look forward to your new masterpiece.
There we go. Exit that. Hopefully there's more story here. There we go. Right, I'm gonna be right back and get some more water. There we go. We're back, but I'm going to put myself on mute because I'm going to have some crisps. And I like to put myself on mute whenever I'm eating, because I know some people don't like eating noise. I don't either.
Perhaps they don't want anyone else to get their hands on it, as they try to obtain one for themselves. Or there are ether cores already in their possession.
That's why they're selling a high-grade protocore at the auction. It will go to the highest bidder. Laws don't exist in the N109 zone, but knowing the right people can come in handy. If your reputation is good enough, even the ones who want to mess with you will think twice.
Why not come up with a master plan? Become the best bait for Arnakinus. Maybe a small opening is all it will take to get them to expose themselves.
Hello? Why?
we supposed to meet up at 11? Where's Raphael? It's hunting day. There are more people here than last night. Hopefully everything will go according to plan.
Ultra-dangerous protocols, nothing illegal. And lots more in stock. Are you interested, miss? Haven't seen you before. I'll give you a discount. One Narcissus, and you've got yourself a deal.
Where did you get them? Why don't we start with...
Don't you think it's a little weird to do business with newcomers?
If I'm the newcomer, then you must be the veteran?
You're today's shining star. The little secrets I carry aren't worth the trouble. Got your bait ready?
Yeah, I'll play their game and let myself be taken into the N109 zone.
Which means we need to cast the line. Should be easy enough. Here.
What's this?
Write your bargaining chip on it. Waiter.
Who's he going to tell?
Doesn't matter. If they're interested, they're in.
Now we wait for the fish to bite. How long?
Not long. The nest lives up to its name, you know. It's an underground intelligence network that's known to match supply and demand. Even normal info would have passed through 3 layers by now.
And what's this?
It's part of the process. Drink it, and you officially have a deal.
It's black.
He's like,
Think
no.
about it first. Black glass means you'll pay a high price.
Oh.
If it doesn't go smoothly, you'll be the payment instead.
Oh.
Being the payment is better than staying in the same place and doing nothing.
Since you've made up your mind, I won't stop you. I hope you find the answers you seek.
Nice. Raphael's so suave, love it. Definitely always my favorite character. Dramatic, but suave white. Ooh, trap. Let's have a look. What's this one?
So far, everything looks normal. Gloomy air. I guess it's to be expected. So many people are after him. Hey,
move aside.
you...
It's about to start.
Wait, it's probably better if I stay low-key. More people are here. They're surprisingly calm.
There's a price to pay when a wish is granted.
Oh.
Will you be the hunter or the hunted tonight?
It's starting.
Hunting day will now commence.
It's that eye again. Is it here for me?
Let's
No, something's
the
off.
hunting
I should hide for now.
as it begins. Now.
Oh, hello.
There she is.
Oh no.
This is the prey.
It's coming. It worked.
C003 neurotoxin. If you're smart, you will move.
Damn. Okay, that's how we will go. Oh, hello, Raphael.
The more enticing the bait, the more dangerous things can get. Most are clueless to it.
Now's not the time to celebrate. The big fish we want hasn't fallen for it yet. Did you bring the stuff I requested?
You're fine with handing over a fresh catch just like that?
Do you really think they can handle the prey I caught?
Raphael, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing?
Traceback 2 will reach the edge of the Deepspace Tunnel's umbra within 1 day.
What's going on here?
Our journey through the Deepspace Tunnel begins. Destination is in the Orion arm of the Milky Way.
Oh, what's going
Once
on
the home of
here?
humanity, Earth. Activating course correction engine. The final countdown has been initiated.
When Alpha P0159's light shines through the Deep Space Tunnel, illuminating Lincoln Tower's pinnacle.
This is pretty.
The closest we've been to it in the last 4.6 billion years. This galaxy's name is derived from the old word philo. It's the most exquisite gem in deep space. Philos. Humanity remains shackled to time. Fortunately, there are other lives in this boundless, starry sea. Tonight's weather, clear sky with winds around 7 miles an hour. Everything is serene inside the Deep Space Tunnel.
Oh, that's cool.
Good night, Lincoln City.
I like that.
May you rest in the Milky Way's embrace, drifting in long and happy dreams.
I love that. That was so cool. Like the old-timey radio type thing. That was quite cool. Ah! Let's check how anything is before we do that. Hello, Raphael. Boy. Let's have a look. 100. Nice. Let's go back into the story. And then that little kidnapping, I think, leads us into the Onakainus bit, I think. The underworld thing. That leads us nicely into the next bit.
Everything will turn to ashes. Watch out. This one's a handful. Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan. Bring it on.
Retreat for now. We'll beat it up later.
I'll show you.
I don't think it's giving up just yet.
I'll make it give up. I need you.
That's just a scratch. I'll be fine. Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
Here's our chance.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Stay alert. Don't push yourself too hard. Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan. You won't escape. I need you.
Nice.
It's almost over. Don't let it get away. My fleeting inspiration.
Let's seize this chance.
You're good.
By the way, anybody watching on bots, if anybody is spamming links or like doing come here to get follower bots or whatever, I will ban you.
It was careless. I need you.
That's your wish. Don't push yourself too hard.
There's a small view account, small thing, meaning I can support
My
those things
turn.
a lot easier than other streamers can.
Everything went well.
There we go. Nice. That's a good thing about having a smaller Twitch thing. You can spot things a lot more easily like that. Gosh. I'm tired today. Right, I want to continue this one and then we'll continue. Can't words today. Continue the underworld bit. Under deep space. Picking of Sword Art Online a little bit there, the underworld.
Everything will turn to ashes. Watch out. This one is a... Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
Why are you getting closer to it? Come back here.
You won't escape.
fine. Don't underestimate the power of fire. You were too quiet and we get creative.
Sounds like a plan.
Nice.
Are you still holding on? 3, 2, 1, dodge. Be careful. Does it hurt?
This is nothing.
Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan. I
I
need
don't know
you.
whether this one can be
That's your
taken down
wish.
in the amount of minutes that we have left.
Bring it on.
I'll show you my fleeting inspiration.
Let's seize this chance. I'll show you. Raphael,
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh,
good job. Don't worry, I'm okay. I need you.
If that's your wish. Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan. I'm getting the hang of it.
Are you still holding on?
Go back to the pit you came from. Raphael,
Yeah, I hear you.
good job.
Don't underestimate the power of fire. Retreat for now. We'll beat it. Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
You were too close to it.
I need you.
If that's your wish. Be careful. Does it hurt?
This is nothing. Go back to the pit you came from. Raphael,
Yeah, I hear you. Just a scratch. My fleeting inspiration.
let's seize this chance.
Where is it hiding?
They can't hide from us.
Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
put it down.
Don't push yourself too hard. It's almost over. Don't let it get away. Be careful. Does it hurt?
This is nothing.
I'll show you.
We're nearly there, and
You
yay!
did well. Let's head back and rest.
Oh, we got a little Silas then. Nice. Right, let's get. Oh, there's some new ones here. I like to just kind of skip through these. Grab thing. Oh, we're nearly right at the bottom of these. Oof. I'm not reading all the lore. I just want to do it to claim all the goodies. Right, and then we've got some more a bit later as well. Hey, we got under deep space. Let's go. Right, I'm gonna check our numbers real quick. I am saving up. We did 10 pulls for that one, but I'm saving up for this one. But I'm not gonna throw for this banner. I'm not. I'm waiting for when another banner I'm interested in comes up. So I'm saving up around about 32, so we can first go see if we can get our 5-star on first round. But I am doing a save up, so I think I did some pulls on here I think last stream, So I'm going to save up 32, and then if we get an interesting banner, see where we go from there. We haven't done much of these today because we've been going through the story bin. What's in the shop? Let's have a look. What's in the shop today? Ooh, we've got weekly. Thank you. Oh, free. Got 60, nice. And then what's in the exchange? Nothing much from. Ooh. They're back. They've got the Emporium one back. Okay, let's continue through our story though. Because we got Abundant Chaos next, which has 2 to it. So I think we at least finish this one, and then finish this battle, and finish this chapter, and then we like just do a bunch of like next stream, do a bunch of like side stuff. I think since we finished the main story, probably do a catch up next stream, just being, which will be not next week, because next week I'm absolutely
Creation and
so
destruction
busy.
go hand in hand.
I'm pretty much away
Why don't
next
we get
week.
creative?
Sounds like a plan.
So there'll be no stream next
It's
week.
almost over. Don't let it get away.
Go back to the pit you came from. Carolyn.
And then the week after though, because we finished the
Just a
prologue
scratch.
story, or the main
I'll be
story,
fine. I'll
we'll
show
do
you.
like a catch-up stream, so basically just listening through all the extra content,
Why are you getting close? Why don't
doing
we
all our
get
dailies,
creative?
things like that.
Sounds like a plan.
My turn.
Dodging is also an art.
I'm doing a bunch of the... I have to listen to some of the cards, but I'd like to do like a listen through some of them on stream.
Yeah,
That would
get
be
that
really
done.
nice.
My
Even
inspiration
the ones
is
that I've done,
raring
I'd
to
like
go.
to do a lot of the...
I look forward to your new masterpiece.
those cards on stream. And maybe... I don't think we'll be doing any more pulls for a while, because like I said, I'm saving up on the banner wishes. Because I'm not doing Zane. I think it's rumoured the next one's after Zane's is going to be Silas's, which as you know, through this playthrough I haven't been the biggest fan of Silas. So I'd say we do save up, and then when we get the next group or Raphael banner or Xavier banner, I would be happy to get some more Xavier content. If we get an Xavier solo banner, we will try for that. Because
My hands aren't just
I did
for painting.
horribly on the last Raphael banner.
Why don't we
I
get
don't think we're
creative?
gonna get. When we get
Sounds
the
like
next
a plan.
solo one, we've already done Raphael, so we're most likely gonna get an
Why are
Xavier
you getting
solo
closer
one.
to it? Come back
Seeing
here.
as they're going through solos, so we'll save up
So
for
that's
that
yourself.
one.
Don't
With solo
underestimate
banners,
the
I have
power
2
of
favourites I
fire.
mainly go for, which is
Eat this.
at the moment Raphael or Xavier. Who knows? Maybe I'll find another favourite. Mainly those 2.
Retreat for now.
I
Why
end up
don't we
saving
get
up
creative?
Because the one thing with
Sounds
public
like a
Deepspace
plan.
is you can't
Here's
be
our
like,
chance.
oh, I'm going to do every single character on every single banner.
Stay alert.
Because then you're just going to run. If you're
Don't
a
push
pay to play,
yourself
then
too
maybe.
hard.
But if you're a free to play, you really have to be careful with what you pick. I was
Where is it
quite
hiding?
unlucky that the
It can't hide from us.
group banner
Go back to the
then
pit
was
you
followed
came
by a
from.
Raphael banner,
We
so I
crushed
couldn't really
them.
save up, which is enough for that. But we do have a bit of luck that it's rumoured to be 2 more banners before it's going to be this banner and then rumoured to be Silas, and then I'm hoping we'll either get an Xavier banner. If it's a Caleb banner, I'll still be happy as well, because it gives me more time to actually save up on wishes. And hopefully we can get more story content. I think my goal is to get through... There is another love interest as well that's going to be... that may be revealed. There's been rumours going around, but we don't know when. We don't know when Infold's going to drop that, which would be very interesting.
Creation and destruction go hand in hand. Watch out. Why don't we get creative?
Sounds like a plan.
Why are
Actually,
you
I think
getting
we go
closer to it?
through...
Come back here.
I'd say we go through the Silas banner, and then we...
Bring it on.
For
Did
a
you spot
catch-up,
its
then we do a
weakness?
catch-up one.
Don't be deceived.
started on this storyline. We might as well get it.
Yeah, I hear you.
Rounded out.
It's only why don't we get creative? With that done,
Because
my
I was very curious
inspiration
about
is raring
Silas,
to
and
go.
I'm sorry, Caleb
I look
fans, I'm
forward
not
to your new
as
masterpiece.
hyped to get to the Caleb story stuff just yet. I know it's probably later on in our little bit, but I'm not as like, oh my gosh, we need to get to Caleb. Okay, I am kind of curious because I'm like, how the hell does he boy raise back from the freaking dead? Is kind of insane, but who knows? Okay, so we have Breakthrough, and then we have Prologue to Tomorrow, which is 1, 2, 3 chapters, and then we have Homecoming Wings, which is 2. So we have, if we're playing estimates, we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more lots to go before we can move on to streaming a different game. Because my goal was to, for Loving the Deep Space, to finish our main story, our batch of stories we have here. So finish up to Homecoming Wings, and then we'll see if we can move on to a different game. I was thinking Genshin, but Genshin's very long, so maybe we do like a shorter visual novel. So do like, we've done DDLC, but maybe do like one route of Amnesia or something. I'm not really sure yet. We'll have to wait and see.
Auntie, an outsider, I mean, a lady is here to buy something.
What? Under the dim yellow light, a young woman is hunched over the bar board. She's fiddling with some cards. In the centre of the graffiti-covered walls is the establishment's somewhat gaudy name, Elysium.
What do you want?
A lot of people who are attending on account of this protocol auction, and a list of people who are attending auction, and a map of the venue. How much? The woman turns around, looks me up and down with interest, then gives me a gesture.
50,000.
Just for 2 pieces of intel? She wags her finger.
50,000 per word.
What the No!
Since you're new and pretty, I'll give you a 5% discount. What do you think?
Thanks, it's the ginger hair. You're so generous. Like 50,000 per word? Oh, I wish I could charge that much for some of my writing. Oh my gosh. That's a useful card in my pocket next to that so-called family crest, but I'm worried that using the card could cause trouble. Seeing my hesitation, she shrugs and opens the door. Loud chatter mixed with sound of rolling dice, spinning roulettes, and card shufflers fills the air.
You also going to Solon Hotel tomorrow? Do you have an auction invitation?
Doesn't matter if I get one or not. For something as big as this, you gotta try and get a piece of the pie, right? I heard there's going to be a treasure. If you manage to get it, you could easily sell it for hundreds of thousands.
Do you want to go? Then ask Silas. I heard if you give him what he wants.
Only if I can find Silas and honor kindness. Haven't you heard? While he was away, big changes happened in their ranks.
That explains why it seemed like no one lived in that house for a really long time. My ears prick up, but then the door creaks as it's shut.
Did you hear them? Now you understand why these 2 pieces of intel are expensive. And since it's about one of the N109 zone's big shots, of course it's going to cost you.
What if I want information about honor kindness? She freezes for a second, then leans in to whisper into my ear.
Don't pry into things you shouldn't know. I still got business to take care of.
What happens if Celeste knows about Silas? Could that give us a deal?
Silas hasn't been around for a really long time.
think he really went missing?
Maybe he's dead. Did you see how arrogant Sherman's punks have been lately? If Silas was with Anakinus, they wouldn't even dare to be bold.
The spinning roulette rumbles like a rainstorm, and soon enough the sound is drowned out by cheers and screams. I hid in the shadows like a fiddle leaf fig, holding a stack of casino chips and pretending to watch the fun unfold. Meanwhile, I eavesdrops on the conversations around me. It seems Anakinus' recent troubles aren't fully related to the protocol auction, but Silas disappeared. He isn't alive, and isn't he alive? And but Silas disappeared. Isn't he alive and running around? Recalling Silas's pompous, contemptuous face, I chuckled to myself. If he died, he'd drag the entire N109 zone to hell with him. That's just how he is.
Miss, I have a flower. It's for you.
I look up. The girl led me to this place is leaning against the poker table on her tiptoes. She holds a black flower. Thank you. Did you grow it? Did you grow up here? Does everyone know Silas?
Yeah, he's a monster with huge wings that never dies. And he has horns.
He doesn't have horns, but
if I don't listen to Auntie, Silas will find me and feed me to his man-eating birdie.
Love that. Is he talking about that crow? Is she talking about that crow? Everyone is afraid of Silas, yet they keep trying to make deals with him. Not to mention, he took the initiative to propose a deal with me. Maybe my evil can be used as a valuable tool against him. Oh no. Suddenly, several gunshots ring out, piercing my eardrums. Everyone looks up at the entrance.
We got a party tonight.
Oh no. Bang, the door with the broken bolts falls over, and a pair of leather boots steps over
Don't
it.
be nervous. Anakinus' important guest got lost.
Oh,
I'd like to ask everyone to cooperate with our search.
A person wearing sunglasses walks in. He's flickered by half a dozen gun-toting men dressed in black. Thousands of guns being loaded with bullets can be heard.
Shut the door and search the room. Everyone's about to be entertained.
I don't like this. I don't think they're part of Silas's lot. I thought they were at the beginning, but I think they're rogue. Or they're pretending. They're either rogue or pretending, I'm not entirely sure yet. Okay, night raid. Let's go. Alright, we'll be capping up at 9 tonight, so we'll see how long this takes us. Gunfire and the sounds of tables and chairs getting knocked over intermingle with N109 zone slang I don't understand. In the hidden utility room, I hug the little girl tightly as I look up the secret window that's facing the lobby. Look out the secret.
There are so many people. Today's a good day for business.
Do you have a death wish? Hide and don't talk. The room is soaked in blood and the mice hiding under the floorboards, scraping away in fear. Scamper away in fear. Whistling, the man casually strolls over to the bar, rings the bell, and then shoves a photo in front of the shopkeeper.
I suggest you bring out our guest. Mr. Sherman's not going to sit around and leave her unattended.
Isn't Silas the leader of Anakinus? Who's Mr. Sherman?
I'm sorry she's not here. I'd remember a pretty face if she actually showed up.
Gonna keep your mouth shut. Fine.
He turns around to face his comrades. His broken wire-bound jaw opens as he lets out a hoarse cackle.
Pry open their mouths one at a time. Someone will spill the beans sooner or later.
Missy, they're looking for you, right?
The secret window is blocked off, and the woman's voice drifts softly through a gap. Are you going to hand me over to them? I tried to sound calm as I tightly clutched the tranquilizer in my sleeve. I have yet to test the thing Xavier claims could paralyze an elephant, but there aren't any zoos in the N109 zone.
Anyone who's Anakainis' target is valuable. I can get a better price if I find the right person. Stay where you are. I don't want to hand you over like this.
Suddenly, a crow soars in and dives through the search party. And dives towards the search party leader, its razor-sharp wings aimed at him.
What is that?
Now! I roll and crawl out the utility room as I try to sneak away quietly. Someone yanks my collar. I turn around and aim my gun. I see a familiar face in the shadows, his chin slightly raised.
So when someone saves you, do you always point your gun at them to express your gratitude?
Several bullets graze him, only to dissipate into dust. The person who fired the shots are strangled by something. They slump to the ground, dead. Remembering the rumors I heard before as well as this Mr. Sherman, I'm quiet as I look around. Your underlings aren't exactly obedient. Before my mockery, Silas' mouth twitches as if he wants to say something, but in the end, he just purses his lips.
Focus on yourself first.
Hearing Silas' voice, the search party's leader suddenly panics. A cloud of energy particles gathers around him. Several wanderers quickly materialize, roaring. They rush straight for us. Are they calling for backup because they can't win? How is this not cheating? Silas grabs my wrist and holds me in his arms. He slides his finger over the trigger of my gun, aiming the weapon at the figure in the center of the room.
Do you expect people from the N109 zone to be nice and polite?
I don't think she does, but I think it's just more that Silas has a strong presence in this area and she's probably like, oh cool, don't have to deal with this ish. Okay. I think we're gonna do this battle and then we'll log it off tonight.
That wasn't smart, sweetie. I guess it's gonna fight dirty. Let's settle this in one fell swoop. It's time to meet your maker. You're too close. That's my spot. I guess it's gonna fight dirty.
Silas.
It can't escape. Look out. Let's settle this in one fell swoop. That's more like it.
I've got another one. Hey.
I guess it's gonna fight dirty. Stay focused. Dodge its attacks. Are you scared? Ready?
Let's go.
I was born ready.
Let's finish this.
Silas.
It can't escape. Look out. Let's settle this in one fell swoop.
Right, let's exit that, and then I need to check the wish claims, and then we will log off for tonight. have a look. We've had some achievements in the bin. Let's go. Claim all these. There we go. Right, let's have a look. Right, 200. So we're gonna get one of these again. Like I said, we're saving up for the 32 one, and then we've got 0 here, which we don't need 66. So can I do it anymore? Just gonna give him a quick head pat. There we go. Woof, woof. Let's have a look. Okay, what? I forget. What was I doing? Logging off. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed our little stream of lads. Our next lad stream won't be for a while because I won't be here next week, so it'll be the week after next. So yes, sadly we won't have a stream next week of our favourite boyos, but we will see them the week after. But before that, I will be nice and give...
You've been sneaking around for quite a while. Finally gonna talk to me?
Oh, what's this? Let me have a look at Silas. Let's have a look and see how our boy Silas
Try our
did.
special blend. Interesting. Why do you look so surprised? Relax. I'm just a normal customer who wants some coffee.
Oh no, Silas is a coffee lover. No. I love coffee.
It feels like I'm being preyed upon when someone plays with my head. I don't like it.
Shut up. Hair. We're gonna go back to our boy.
I have my eye.
We're gonna switch to Raphael. Yes, head pet.
It'd be wrong to be too awake on a beautiful night like this. What do you think?
Favorite boyo. We're gonna keep on Raph. What have we got on here? Have we got any more decorations? No, I still like the purple. What else have we got? Ceiling. Okay. Oh gosh, one. I've added too many. I've added too many. Okay, that's cute. And then if we add some of these here. Okay. I think that's cute. Decor. Here's some photos over there. Add some of it. Put that one down here. There we go. No? Do you want a different chair? How do I get rid of this chair? I do like that one. That one's very cute. But I like this one as well. Oh, that's really adorable. That's really adorable. Let's have a look at the others. No. No. I'm gonna go with this one. That one's really cute. I'm like cluttering the wall. Like this one. Oh, I don't like that one. Alright, let's... like that one. What about this one? Actually, no. Sorry, this looks so good. That's being added to my little collection. I'm sorry, but that photo looks so good. That needs to be added. And then this one can be... oh, this one's so cute. Why are these so adorable? Look how cute. Okay, another one in. Add another. Oh, they look so cute. Try to look for another cute one that we... I think we already have that one. We already have that one. This painting one is quite adorable, but I don't know if I want it on the wall. I think we already have that one. I think this one's quite cute. Let's add that one. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Look how cute. Wish that was a bit higher, but then it coincides with it. Can I get that up? There we go. That's better. Look at our little space! Look at the space! I could have another hanger up there. Oh my gosh, yes. Or furniture, if I have some more shelves up there. Yes! Oh my gosh. Desk where it hangs. Have we got any new ones? Look how cute! And we have a little... It's getting overcrowded. That's the only thing I'd say. Deskwares. Any cute other deskwear? I'm kind of liking the deskwear I've got here. That lamp is being annoying. That's better. That looks a lot better. There we go. We have a lot more here now. Is it becoming a bit too cluttered? Yes. Do I care? No. Can I not? Can I not move you? I think that's no, it's a bit too much. Wait, I thought I moved that down here. What happened to you? Gorgeous. We did it. We reorganized. So this is the updated Raften. I love it. It's so aesthetically cute. Look at all these art pieces. You got one board. You got just so much. You got plush. More Raphael. Got these. Got more. Can I add? If I can add a frame. Add like a photo on there or something. Where's the interactive thing? Oh, that's so cute! Look at that. How cute.
You're finally back.
I was decorating for nearly half an hour. Anyways, I am going to finally log off. I was on decorating duty. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream of Love and Deepspace. Like I've said, previous closer. We will not be back with this game until week after next week. Next week I am on holiday, so it's the week after next week. But don't worry,
Even if you don't want to talk, you still have to eat dinner.
I've already had dinner. We will be streaming Veilguard And we've hit a very pivotal point with Veilguard, so I'm excited for us to get to that. So we will be, I'm not sure, maybe streaming on Wednesday. I don't know yet. I'll have to check my schedule. But apart from that, that's all really. And then we are on break next week, so no streaming next week, no streams. But I will be doing a lot of posting on the socials. And
of course, I wouldn't want to close my eyes when you're around.
Oh, so if you follow my Instagram or if you follow my Blue Sky and everything like that, you'll get some lovely crunchy postings there. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream and have a lovely day. And so does Raphael wishes you a lovely day as well. Little fish boy wishes you a very